Defense attorneys for Stephen Ortiz allege former New Bedford police detective Jared Lucas had a years-long sexual relationship with an informant in this case, a woman named Carly Medeiros. Prosecutors agree that failing to disclose that relationship tainted the investigation. Stephen Ortiz, pictured here on the right-hand side on the phone, was charged with trafficking heroin and conspiracy in 2017. His attorneys filed a motion to dismiss the charges last year, alleging former New Bedford police detective Jared Lucas manipulated and took advantage of Carly Medeiros to get information about Ortiz, who was her fiancé.
She had no idea that whatever they were talking about when she was either venting about somebody or, pillow talk after they had sex, that he was using that information and making her a confidential informant.
On Friday, the Commonwealth agreed to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning the case is permanently closed and can't be retried. Assistant DA Patrick Driscoll writing that the entire investigation was, quote, tainted and irrevocably compromised by the gross misconduct of Lucas, citing a previous case that was dismissed in 2019 that also involved Lucas and Medeiros. Lucas retired from New Bedford PD in 2021. The Boston Globe Spotlight team has published several stories about the New Bedford Police Department's alleged misuse of informants, something Ortiz's attorneys argue is a systemic problem in the department.
We were prepared to present evidence that there is what we believe is a problem with the police department with respect to their treatment of young drug-addicted women. But the Commonwealth, decided to dismiss the case. That's a great result for our client. And so, that was the right thing to do.
New Bedford Police Chief Paul Oliveira says evidence of officer misconduct should be shared with the department's Professional Standards Unit or brought to the DA. In regard to the dismissal of the case, he writes, quote, "It's unfortunate that former officer Jared Lucas's gross misconduct compromised this case, and as a result, the district attorney's office had no other choice but to drop it. I am incredibly disappointed in Lucas's behavior, and I sympathize with all of the other law enforcement officers involved with this investigation whose hard work was negatively impacted by it." In a statement, New Bedford Mayor John Mitchell says, quote, "The district attorney's decision to dismiss the case was appropriate. The conduct of the former officer in question was outrageous, and it tainted the case beyond redemption." The DA's office has not responded to our request for comment. Reporting in Fall River tonight, I'm Hannah Cotter, 12 News.